stampwithjenn.com, and today I'm going to show you how to create this beautiful wildflower meadow type card. Isn't that pretty? For supplies, you're going to need ink. I've got Old Olive, Pear Pizzazz, Soft Sky, Daffodil Delight, and Watermelon Wonder. Also going to use the hexagon punch, Sharpie marker. These new things, they are white perfect accents, and they're on page 161 of the catalog. For stamp sets, I'm going to use this Remembering Your Birthday for the Saying and Wild About Flowers, this beautiful flower set. Cardstock, I've got a Pear Pizzazz's 8.5 by 5.5. Piece of Whisper White that is 5 by 3 3/4. Piece of Soft Sky that is only 1/8 of an inch bigger than this one. And another piece of Whisper White for the Saying. This is 3/4 of an inch by 4 inches. First thing I'm going to do is color this perfect accent piece with a Sharpie marker just so it can dry. And it's really simple. They're white and you're just going to take any color Sharpie and you're just going to color over top of it like this. I'm going to go around the edge here. And then it'll dry. I like this one because I thought it picked up some of the orange colors in here. You can see I did try with one Sharpie that was slightly darker and it was just a bit too dark for me. So I'm going to use that. I'm just going to let it dry and then we'll use it on our card at the end. So I'm going to start with the Old Olive ink and I'm going to stamp 3 of this one flower, just different heights. One kind of off to the side here with that. And I'm going to go into the Pear Pizzazz ink and I'm going to do another one. Maybe another one about here. I'm just trying to make sure that I've got some areas where there's white space and I'm covering those. I'm going to do another pear one down here. So I'm going to start with the flowers and then we'll come back and fill this in a little bit more. So I'm going to start with the yellow first. This is Daffodil Delight. And I'm going to line this up on top. I'm going to do another video on showing you how to line this up, but it is super simple with the photopolymer. You can see right through how to line them up. Isn't that pretty? I'll do one on the pear as well. Pretty. I'm just going to give this a quick little wipe. I forgot one color in my intro, and that's the Tangelo Twist. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to add that here. Do one there. So pretty already. Okay, I'm going to give it another quick wipe. And I'm going to go with my watermelon. So that's looking pretty good now. I just want to fill in some of the space with some stems. So I'm going to grab my pear ink. I'm going to actually stamp it off. I'm just going to make sure there's a few stems, looks like grass maybe in the background. Not too much because I don't want it to be too busy. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so now I'm going to take a sponge. This is just a Stampin' Up! Sponge that I've cut into 6, so I can get 6 different colors of it. I'm going to take my Pear Pizzazz ink, and I'm just going to start sponging lightly along the bottom just to make the grass more filled in. And I'm going to decide where I kind of want my skyline to be. I'm not going to make it perfectly straight across, just angle it a little bit. Like that, super simple. And then I take my Soft Sky and another sponge. And now this is my sky. Now I don't want to go right over top of the yellow if I can help it, so I'm going to kind of dab around them. And then closer to the grass line here, I'm going to go a little harder just so it's a more defined line. Again, sort of working around the yellow. It doesn't matter if you get a little bit on the yellow, but I want the flowers to show through. And this is a sky, so it doesn't have to be perfectly uniform. In fact, it's better if there's some sort of white spaces. A little darker down here and around that yellow. But I'm just trying to make sure there's a defined kind of line here for the sky. Even you can leave some gappy things that kind of look a little bit like clouds maybe. Just really soft and pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? And how easy was that? Quick and simple. I'm going to stamp the saying, and I'm going to use the Tangelo twist about in the middle of this paper. I'm just going to put that aside to dry for a second. So I'm going to fold my card in half. I'm going to add my soft sky piece. This is my snail double-sided tape. Just make sure that's centered. Okay, I'm going to add this piece. Just going to make sure the corners are done because there's lots of ink on here. I don't want them lifting up. You can see just that 1/8 of an inch border is just a little tiny bit of a border. Okay, now I'm going to take this and my hexagon punch, and I'm going to cut a notch. Now I could use just my scissors to cut a notch, but this makes it super simple. I can see the Y there, so I want to come back a little bit and just center that in the paper. And punch. Nice little notch. And then I'm going to use dimensionals, and I'm going to use 3 just because I don't want it to sag at all. Okay, and I'm going to line that up about here, just a little bit above the grass. And then I'm going to grab my perfect accent that I colored, and you can use a paper piercer or a pair of scissors or even your fingers to just lift that off if you want. I just found if you bend the paper a little bit, then you can get a little edge on that, and it makes it just that much easier. I'm going to lay that down, give it a little tap, and there you're done. Is that beautiful? And you can see this one, I've probably got a few more flowers on there. They're both gorgeous. Make sure you come back to stampwithjenn.com often for other tips, tricks, and ideas. Thanks for watching.